Andy, do you take Kara to be your wife?
I do.
Do you commit yourself to her and promise to give yourself to her, to honor and cherish her above all others, to be faithful to her, to care for her, and to encourage her to be herself and to grow in all that God intends as long as you both shall live?
I do.
That's twice, that's good. And Kara, do you take Andy to be your husband? You can... Well, then we can just say goodbye. Do you commit yourself to him? Do you promise to give yourself to him, to honor and cherish him above all others, to be faithful to him, to care for him, to encourage him to be himself, and to grow in all that God intends, as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Great. Well, you guys, I want to say it's a privilege to be a part of this special day in your life. It's been fun to get to know you over the last few months. As a guy who's been married for many years and one who has officiated many weddings over the years, I have some advice for you as you head into the new adventure of being husband and wife. And I want to start at the beginning. You guys know the ancient book of Genesis, so important to so many faiths in our culture. It tells us that God created the world and everything in it, and that it was good. But as you look at Genesis 1 and 2, it says that one thing wasn't good, and it wasn't good for man to be alone. And so God created a companion for Adam, and Adam's response to God's gift to him in the original language was, "Wow, this is great." And thus they were married. But he could see right away that this new companion was someone to complete him, someone to bring out the best in him, someone to become one with him. A unity that would be very special and not shared with anyone else. And when the first man and woman came together, God says, for the first time, this is very good. And I have no doubt that what you two bring to the table today is very good. You obviously love each other very much, and you bring out the best in one another, and you enjoy one another's company, and you love each other very much. You have fun together, but it isn't always easy to stay in love or to keep your love at a high level all the time, because we're human and we get tired and sometimes we get lazy and we don't always feel like loving. Like if your kickball team loses, that would be a tough one. Or the Fighting Illini and someone's in a bad mood. Or when Annie leaves the dresser doors open again, because why bother closing them, right? It just has to open again tomorrow morning. Or when Kara's interest in the archaeological past stalls dreams about the future. It could be any number of things that can cause love to wane at times. And so let me make 3 suggestions to help keep it growing through the years. And this is the ABCs that I came up with for you guys, okay? The first one, A, abandon everyone else. Abandon everyone else. Find your greatest joy and friendship in one another. I'm not saying don't have other significant relationships and friendships. Obviously, you have many. But what I'm saying is make one another the most significant person in your life. Continue to do the things that caused you to fall in love in the first place. Continue to date one another. Take Taekwondo classes. Travel. Continue to serve others as you have in the past.